So I've got a question here. We've got Eulers Phi function, phi of n over n, is greater than 1/5 for all natural numbers with less than 6 prime factors. So we want to show this by using some algebra. Now, what we can see is here, we've got natural numbers with 5 prime factors. Well, the first 5 prime numbers are p equals 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Now if we multiply these together, we've got 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30, 210 and 2310. So here our number n will be greater than or equal to 2310. And then we want to work out Eulers Phi function divided by that number. So for example, phi of 2310 divided by 2310, we want that to be greater than 1/5. Now we can plug in any numbers greater than this and hopefully this will still stand. So how are we going to show that with algebra? Well, Eulers Phi function, what we know that to be as, phi of n, that equals n times the product of 1 minus 1 over p. Now we can see here p is a prime number, so p here is the prime divisors of our number n. So that's the rule for our product. We plug in the p here. Now as p gets infinitely larger, this will approach 1. So for example, if you've got 2, that's just 1 minus a half, which is a half. If you've got our 11, 1 minus 1/11, that's going to be 10/11. So we'll see as we get further and further to infinity, this p will approach, sorry, this 1 minus 1 over p will approach 1. So to show that, what we need to do is we need to use our 5 smallest prime factors to try and show this fact. So our question here was phi of n over n is greater than 1/5. Well, to do that, if we divide both sides by n, we'll have phi of n divided by n is the product of the prime divisors up to n of 1 minus 1 over p. Okay, now here we could plug in our number here, which is going to be greater than 2310. But for now, let's just use these first prime factors and plug that into here. So now we've got 1 minus 1 over 2, 1 minus 1 over 3, 1 minus 1 over 5, 1 minus 1 over 7, and 1 minus 1 over 11. Okay, so now we need to work out what that is, and hopefully that will give us something greater than 1/5. Okay, so 1 minus a half, that's a half. 1 minus a third, that's 2/3. And 1 minus a fifth, that's going to give us 4/5. And this will give us 6/7. And this, as we've already said, is 10/11. Okay, let's see if we can work out what this multiplies up to. So let's do some cancelling out. So the 2's will cancel. 3's go into 6, that gives me a 2. 5's go into 10, that will give me a 2. And then that's as much as I can do for cancelling out. So 1 times 4 times 2 times 2, that's going to give me 16. And then I've got 7 times 11, that's 77. Okay, so that's the least value that we could have for our phi of n over n using these prime factors. So the fundamental theorem of arithmetic tells us with every number made of prime factors, that will be our first 5 prime factors. Okay, so we got 16 over 77. Now we know 16 over 77, this is larger than 16 over 80, which is our 1/5. So therefore we've shown that 5n over n is greater than 1/5 for all natural numbers with less than 6 prime factors by way of this. Okay, that's where we're going to leave it there.